What up, what up, what up, what up, though? This your girl, Dubb here. Welcome back, Tarot from Beyond. This is the third installment of the 12 herbs of the Bible. We gonna finish off with our saffron. Hold on, I gotta grab this book so we can read it. We went through the 12 holy herbs of the Bible. These are magical herbs that are found in the Holy Bible, also the Quran, and the Holy Torah. All three books carry all of these herbs. I am explaining what the herbs are and their magical uses. If you go on the channel and you look up the videos, you'll see the other ones posted there. If the video cuts off, then go into the channel and watch the remaining rest of the videos. All of them are posted onto this channel. You can also view this material on Rumble at Sunshine. It's capital SUN, capital CHION. So, shout out to the 313 where we recording from tonight. Detroit, Michigan in the house. I just want to say thank you to everybody that likes, subscribe, and share. And hit that little bell button so you can get these videos firsthand. And first and foremost, we want to say thank you to YouTube for the audio. We respect our copyright laws here. So, off rip, we're not going to waste no time. We're going to finish off with Saffron, featuring our book for the night, Conventry Magic, with candles, oils, and herbs by Jacki Smith. These herbs are the herbs that are in the Bible are listed in this book, and then we have another book that I wrote them down that we're going to explain the other one. So what I did was I went through this book and talked about the herb and their uses, their magical uses. And then we're going to go to this book when I wrote the other ones down. So not all of them are in here. So we're going to continue with saffron. We explain the other ones in the other two videos. So let's not waste time. Oh, we have saffron. Here we go. Let's read saffron and or safflower. The other names for it are dyer's saffron, American saffron, fake saffron, bastard saffron, carcum, coarse, or zaffer, Zaffer. The key words to saffron are for love, happiness, lust, strength, psychic powers. Now here go another biblical herb that talks about psychic powers. You wonder why they want to control your mind. Because your spirituality is based in your psyche or in your mind. God talks to you in your mind. You have to have a mental connection to the Most High. So the magical uses of saffron's power is a magical herb that goes back to iniquity. It was a very prized herb as only the stigma of the flower is used, making a little bit go a very long way. Saffron's bright golden yellow hue dispels depression. You didn't know there are spells to rid depression. Saffron is a great flower to use to dispel it or to use in your spells to get rid of depression. And in this sacred color connects you to the sacredness of all life. Saffron, a powerful love herb, strengthens love drawing spells, especially when love drawing a male lover. So if you trying to draw in a male lover or attract a male lover, saffron is a good herb to put in your charm bags. You wear them on you to attract a male lover. And this is a flower that's widely used in spells for gay love. So, emotional uses for saffron is it brings insight and innate magical powers. The biblical herb that brings eminent magical powers. We're teaching this so that people can understand what the Bible really is. The people don't know that there's magic, spells, and rich rites and rituals in that book. I'm showing you what that book has in it. These are biblical herbs we talking about. So the physical uses for saffron. Saffron is used as a laxative, and it is good for children's diseases like measles, fevers, and eruptive skin complaints. So you can use this and put it in your body butters, and it gets rid of rashes. Good for children's diseases like the measles. And when children get fevers, you will make it into a tea or tonic. So the common uses for it are cooking, which we just said, tea or tonic, dye, and medicine. Medicine, you can use it for the fevers and for the skin eruptions. Alright, let's go to our next biblical herb. And we didn't get to in the last video, we have cumin. You might have heard of cumin before. It is used in a lot of Mexican and Spanish cuisine. Also Indian cuisine as well. They use a lot of cumin. It can get spicy if you use too much. Similar to allspice. So cumin. Cumin is used for protection and to ensure fidelity in relationships. It stimulates the base chakra and arouses your desires. So this right here is good for when you want to bring forth or manifest your desires. You would use cumin in your spells. It also protects against the evil eye and malevolent spirits and venomous beasts. These are good for protection satchels. As a matter of fact, use a lot of cumin when they sprinkle protection circles. Cumin is a mixture or used as an agent in a protection powder. You can also crush it and make it into a powder with your mortar and pestle, or you can use it whole. It doesn't matter. It holds the same weight. Cumin can be used to assist with manifestations, like we just said. It's good for manifesting your desires, especially with money. There's people out here telling people it's a good time to do money spells, but ain't telling them how to do it. So, cumin is a good herb to use in your money spells. It promotes balance as well as give and take. So, cumin is a good herb to use if you want to manifest, especially money and or your desires. And it's also good to use against malevolent spirits and protects you against the evil eye. And that is one of the reasons why it is one of the 12 biblical herbs. It's protection. Okay, next we have hops. This herb right here is a good herb. It's talked about in the Bible, the Torah, and the Quran. And it is used for spiritual cleansing. It is also a protectant. And it is used for uncrossing, unhexing, and healing. So, hops is referred in the Bible as being a spiritual cleanser. You use hops to cleanse your space. You can steep the herb in water and make your own water with it and use it to cleanse your space. And or you can use it to put on your altar to cleanse your altar. Noted for its abilities to purify spirits and protect them from harm. That's what we just said. Uncrossing or unhexing. Many priests use this herb during exorcisms. It is often used as a spiritual purifying agent to cleanse spiritual or purification spaces. But it can be used to protect homes, people from jinxes, hexes, and evil energies. Like we just said, this is a good herb to use for uncrossing, unhexing, and to keep people homes protected. Keep you protected from people hexing you or sending you the evil eye or evil ass energy. Put this at your doors, all of them, and or your windows. I do both. Because of its purification abilities, hops is also for healing and blessing purposes. Mixed into spiritual baths, so you can put this herb, like I said, steep it in warm water, and you can use it as a cleansing bath. Good for exorcisms. If you don't know how, water is a conduit. It transfers, or what do you call that? You know what I'm saying. Well, maybe you might not. Anyway, water holds energy or holds electricity. So it can be used as an agent to submerge somebody that is demonically possessed and to flush out the demon that resides within. Put hops in the bath. You can also add other purifying herbs in there as well. But caution, I would have a priest and or clergy or a man of the cloth present for those type of situations. Unhexing someone or uncrossing someone that is demonically possessed can be extremely dangerous. I'm just going to put that out there. Other ways to use this herb is to put some hops in a pouch, just like we just said, and carry it with you on your person as a way to protect you from misfortune and to invite positive energy to you. So, that's why this is a biblical herb as well. Believe it or not, these are the herbs that Yeshua used. They're in the New Testament. And you don't tell you the part where, Yeshua casting out demons, but how? That's what they don't tell you. The how part. Now let's read the next one. Garlic. All of these herbs are in the Bible. 12, you got aloe, cumin, cinnamon, cassis, which is cinnamon. You got hops, garlic, mustard, mint, frankincense, myrrh, star anise, saffron. They're in your Bible, your Quran, and your Torah. But all three of those books are the same book, written on the same principle, just in different tongue. Let's read the magical uses of garlic. And garlic is known to be a healing herb. It always has been, especially in Chinese medicine. House of Draco, they use garlic all the time. So the magical uses and history of garlic is one of the earliest domesticated plants. And while its lineage is uncertain, its magical and healing abilities are anything but. In Talmudic literature, garlic is commonly described as a protection against all manners of evil, including the evil eye, demons, witches, and most famously vampires, of course. In one tale, garlic was given to a servant by their master after asking for the weaponry of a knight. Suggested that garlic is just as powerful protecting as a sword. Odysseus used garlic to protect himself against Circe, who had turned his men into pigs. And in India, garlic is believed to have originated from a drop of Amrita, or divine ambrosia, that was initially left behind by a bird-like creature the Lord Vishnu left behind in his vehicle. So, associated with protection, garlic is good against the evil eye. It protects you against demons, witches, warlocks too, because that's a male witch, and vampires. For those of you that like to cipher energy, they out there. And if you put dry garlic at your door, you'll be amazed who won't walk through. You can also use garlic in your protection satchels and pouches. You mix it into your powder. We know garlic is very pungent, but that is why it's a good protectant. Them demons don't like that smell, and they will flee from it. Let's read the next one. Before we read the next one, hold on, I didn't read what it was physical uses. Of course, we all know that garlic is commonly used to treat colds, coughs, fever. It also induces the libido of the male. So you can make garlic paste, rub it on the chest to open the bronchial tract. Like I said, garlic is a pungent smell. So if you can take that smell, great. Garlic also cleanses the bacteria out of the bloodstream. That is why people in some cultures eat whole garlic cloves. It literally cleans the bloodstream of bacteria. Those are some of the physical uses of cooking and medicine. Well, let's go to the next one. Is mint. We got that here. Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure I pull up my sheet. Yeah. Okay. So I think this gonna be our last one. Did we do all of them? I think so. Oh, we got one more. You can do mint first, and then we'll do cassia. Mint or menta is the Greek word. Myth has it being named after Menthea, a water nymph who drew the attention of Hades. When Persephone, his wife, learned of this, she turned Menthea into a herb. So this is messed up, but that's the mythology behind this herb. So this mint is excellent as it uses for tea. Of course, people have heard of mint tea. And the mint tea helps with digestion, nervous disorders, dizziness, sore throats, coughs, and headaches, and insomnia. Mint really does not have any magical use, although it is a biblical herb, and it is used as medicine and cooking. So mint is, of course, people use mint for their colds and coughs, sore throats. Mint tea, add a little lemon. But what people didn't know is it is a good herb to use if you have insomnia and you can't sleep. Just as good as chamomile. You can add the mint leaves to your chamomile tea. It also helps with migraines and headaches. A little mint tea will draw the headache away. And it also helps with dizziness and nervous disorders. It calms down the nervous system and settles the stomach for the digestion. All these are physical uses of the mint. And I can see why it's biblical herb. Because it has a lot of healing properties to it that help one with heal the body and heal disorders that some people may not know they have, such as this nervous disorder, insomnia, and or migraine headaches, which can cause dizziness. Oh, like I said, mint does not have a magical use, but it is a biblical herb. Oh. and it is used for cooking and medicine. Okay, so let's read our last one. I think is on here because there are 12 Aramaic herbs of ancient Greece and Rome. And some of those are the same as the biblical herbs, but not necessarily. And there I will explain those magical uses next. Oh, our last of the biblical herb is the cassia, which is also commonly known as cinnamon. Cinnamon is known for being savory or sweet, and you can put it in savory dishes, you can put it in sweet dishes. Cassis will be more of the savory, and cinnamon will be more of the sweet. Have you ever seen a cinnamon stick? One is dark and one is light. The dark is the cassis, but they are both classified as cinnamon. So cassis, which is also known as cinnamon, it expels colds from the body. Oh, you would use this in a tea or a tonic when you have a cold or when you sick because it warms up the stomach